What's up, YouTube? This is Ty the Movie Guy 22, and I'm coming back with another round of my book series. I know I said that it would be until May, but I just couldn't wait anymore. I had a lot of great ideas flowing through my head, and it's time to continue with. Before I begin with all that, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. Anyways, this is so this second installment of the series of the Forest of Forsaken is going to be even more intense, interesting, and dynamic than the first one. The first one was a little bit slow, but this one is going to be insane. Like, literally, the cliffhanger for season one was good. Cliffhanger for season two is even more good. But season is a book two will I'm gonna be working on this for a while, so book two is gonna take a little bit longer through chapters, but here it is. Forest of the Forsaken, book two, entitled Forest of the Forsaken, City of Secrets and of Sin. Chapter one, entitled Back in the Fray. It had been a while since I last talked to you. A long while. As me and Quinn were running, I can tell something wasn't right. Oh boy, was I woefully unprepared for what would happen, what would transpire next in our adventures. It had been 2 years, it had been 3 years since Leah's betrayal and Dylan's betrayal. So Quinn and I ran for a long time until we found space. She started to get dizzy, but I held her close to me and we ran some more. We wet up. We met up with my mom. Mom, don't worry, honey, I'm fine. Not to worry, my dear boy. You will not have to worry. She hugs me tightly. Patrick! Said, Patrick! I got down to the river bend and I saw Patrick. What up, man? Patrick, I thought. Yeah, I thought so too. But I just saw myself here in the river and suddenly there was a raft. How peculiar. But awesome. I'm just chilling out. Well, good for you, Pat. Suddenly, I helped Patrick out of the water. 2 years had passed. Quinn and I got married in the village. My mom, it wasn't an official wedding. My mom was there to witness it, so was Patrick. He officiated it. Wait, Pat? Yeah? Is it yes? You're an ordained minister? I have hobbies. It would appear so, Patrick. Do you, Tyler Michaels, take Quinn Evangeline Donaldson to be your lovely wedded wife, who you may kiss forever and ever and ever? I do. And do you, Quinn? Yes. She smiled boldly and happily. Hey, you didn't let me finish. You're too slow at talking, Patrick. He rolled his eyes in a huff, jokingly, of course. We both kiss. 2 years later, well, actually 2.5 to 3 years later, I was in the village walking. It is certainly peaceful here. Patrick came out. Yeah, it is super peaceful nowadays. But but brother, we have to go. I know. It's it's a little bit difficult right now, Pat. I know. But we have things to do. I understand. Quinn, him and I hugged. We're gonna get your brother back to working condition. And Leah, I just hope we have an idea of how to reverse their sickness, their darkness. It won't be easy. Your mom's been working tirelessly for a cure. I know. She has to. After watching the kids for a couple hours, she must be pretty tired. Oh, that's right. It's Audrey's birthday tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah. So is um Alyssa. Uh, Alyssa looks a lot like you and Quinn. And then Audrey looks more like Quinn every day. Yes, she does. I love both of them so much. You're too lax with them. But what the heck, man? Well, I mean, don't shoot the messenger here, man. Just telling you what Quinn said. I know. I think they're starting to wonder about Dylan. How are you gonna solve that? That's a whole other can of worms. Suddenly, I'm like, Pat, are you okay? It seems like you've been kind of distracted lately. Yeah, I have been a little bit. You haven't been the same, bro, since that fight a few years back. You're right. There's something I haven't told you. What's that? I think I've lost my ability to transform into a Lumen Angel. What do you mean you've lost your ability? I said might have lost my ability. Patrick, thank you very much. Now you're just semantics. Do you even know what semantics means? Uh, Possibly? Fair enough. And then suddenly, Patrick pulls something out of his backpack. I thought you might want to see this. He tosses a device on the ground. Is that what I think it is? Yep. That's trouble, my friend. A disruptor. So, a disruptor hole. Not hole. A disruptor shield. This can cause major damage. Indeed. Uh, and the raids have been getting much worse. You still go out in the raids, brother? Yeah. Trying to find more information about Greg. He's still alive, I can feel it. I know. I know, so could I. Well, let's not worry about that right now. Let's just let's go shopping for supplies for the party around the village. Yeah, that'd be great. But suddenly, my eyes begin to shift nervously, and so do Patrick's. Pat, ready to roll! We both take fighting stances. So, you're what passes for a Newman these days. He smirked. Hello, Tyler Michaels. Patrick Wilson. You're Mr. Mysterious and Ugly, am I right? Patrick said. That's not my name. I know. He was like, you're just mysterious and ugly. Mitchell McTaggart. How I should have known it was you. You remember me. I've been seeing your face plastered all over the propaganda posters. What do you want? The Fallen Angel unit really could use someone like you. Tell Schroeder I'll join him when he can grow up hair and come fight me himself. My boy. Schroeder's not gonna come all the way here. What makes you think that? Because he won't sully his hands with the likes of you. Well, then why don't we finish things? Patrick and I quickly knocked down his guards. Like, Patrick used his hand and created a vacuum wave and pushed back the other bad guys. Ha! Knocking them down like bowling pins. Remember we had a bowling alley in the facility? Patrick, focus. Oh, yeah. And we started fighting again. We started fighting McTaggart. We fought him to a standstill as he had escaped. Son of a bitch. I know. I know, my friend. He pats me on the shoulder. False alarm. He pats me on the shoulder and says, Don't worry, little brother. We'll find him. And we'll kill him. He should stand a fair trial. You're right. Now let's go shopping. Sorry, guys. Now let's go shopping. Indeed. We shopped through the village. I asked the cake maker. I asked the local baker to help me make a cake. But of course, my boy. I was like, hello, Mr. Cake Maker. Hello. Hello, sir. Oh, hello, my boy. Hello, boy chick. You ready for your daughter's birthday? Both of your daughters. Yes. Is the cake ready yet? Not yet, my little friend. Not yet, my young friend. But soon it will be ready. And it will be the most delicious cake you and your daughters have ever tried. Hopefully so. It will be. Do you know where I can find... do you know where I can find Seamstress? Seamstress Desiree. Yes, she's over there in the courtyard. Seamstress Desiree. Yes, dearie. How can I help you? She said in a creaky old voice. I wanted to know if my order was ready yet. Ah, yes, my dear, but wouldn't you rather it be a surprise for your daughters tomorrow? You're right. She patches up my suit of armor in a jiffy. Patrick and I shop for whatever we can find for my beautiful princesses. And then I walk around some more, and finally we head back home. Patrick, yeah? Thanks for everything. Of course. You're like my little brother. I'll always be around when you need me. We hug it out. We hug it out. And I walk towards the sound of sniffling. Honey, I'm home. Quinn looked at me. Hi, honey. Her and I kiss. What's wrong? Audrey's having a tantrum. Again. Honey, she's 2. Didn't you ever have tantrums, honey? I asked. Yes, I did. And I got in trouble for it. Well, with my mom only, not with my dad. But still, that's not the point. She looked at me with a puppy dog face. She asked me silently said, "Get me out of here." And Quinn told her, Quinn told her no, and then she stomped her foot angrily. Ah, she grunted angrily. Young lady, she's all like, Quinn had a stern voice and said, Audrey Evangeline Donaldson. That has a timeout 5 more minutes ahead of you for that. Babe. She growled at me. Okay. Calm down, honey. Then Alyssa was like, ha ha. And Quinn looked at her. Do you want to be with your sister? No. Then I suggest you quiet down. Daddy, she's mean to me. She points. She's not being mean to you, princess. She's just making sure you and your sister grow up to be nice. She gives me a puppy dog, then Audrey gives me another puppy dog face to get her out. She calms down and stops crying, and I pick her up. Now you have to tell your mother you're sorry. She shakes her head no. Come on, babe. Come on, pumpkin. You have to tell her you're sorry. She said sorry in a sweet voice. She's like, sorry. It's okay, my love. Last week, you didn't go over budget with their presents, did you? Just a smidge. How much is a smidge? She looked at me with raised eyebrows and a smile. I spent like 50 more coins than I ought have. 50? She said. 50, my love? Okay, a little bit. Patrick's like, more like 250. Thank you for selling me out, Patrick. I'm like, you're supposed to be on my side here, man. Sorry. She scares me a lot more than you scare me. She's like, good. And Patrick, wear something nice for once. For the party. Okay, my love. Is like, okay. My sweet dear baby sister. She rolled her eyes. You're not even my brother. And besides, I'm more awesome. On your own planet, you are. We, Quinn and I talked outside. Hi, babe. It was our 3-year anniversary. Can you believe it's been 3 years? I know. I count myself lucky every day. And I love you so much. I love you more and more every single day. Quinn, you are my everything. That's just, what's wrong, honey? We sit down. There's a couple things bothering me. Tell me, she said. One of them is we're gonna have to go to a city event. We're gonna have to go to Armagosh City eventually. I know. She said, I know. We have to. Are you concerned about Leah? I don't know if I can kill her or Dylan. I wouldn't want you to. I wouldn't want you to unless you had another option, honey. But if you didn't, I would understand. You know it's not really Leah right now. I know. Speaking of Leah! Calm yourself, little brother. Calm yourself, little baby brother-in-law. Quinn growled even louder. What are you doing here? She said. Is that any way to treat your baby sister? You're not my baby sister right now, she said. What, because I don't do what you tell me to? She said. No, because you're under control of magic, dark powers. She shot a crossbow at me and I threw it up in the air. And Quinn tackled her. And suddenly, Quinn and her started to roll around and wrestle on the ground. And Quinn injected her with a vial. And then Leah swiftly ran away in defeat. That ought to teach her. What did you do? What did you do, babe? Paralyzing powders. She won't be able to move that much. She'll be very sluggish for the next couple days. That ought to buy us some time. Indeed. I also need to... So what were we talking about? How I was feeling. What I was thinking. Oh yes, go on. You've been very preoccupied and upset lately. I have. Yeah, I have. You're right. You don't regret marrying me, do you? Why would you think that? Probably because I spoil Audrey and Alyssa a lot. Honey, I understand that you try your best at times to say no, but you're just outnumbered. Don't ever think that's a reason I would want to leave you, because that would never be. But you do spoil them too much. But my love, I was a blessed child, and I wanted them to have the life that I couldn't. A life that wasn't filled with agents and bad guys coming after us. Is that so wrong? She puts her hand on my heart, says, and my mom suddenly appears. She is right, my love. Mom. I'm right here. I know how much you love these kids. But you give them anything that they want. Anything. Probably name one time. Quinn's like, I could fill a book with how many times. Okay, name one recently. Audrey threw a tantrum, remember? That was a few minutes ago. No. When it was dinner time 3 nights ago. And she threw a tantrum because she couldn't have dessert. So you snuck her dessert in her room. Oh, you saw that? Honey, Patrick saw it too. Patrick! Damn it! Sorry, brother! He shouted from the other room. And suddenly, and every time they're in trouble, they know they could always go to Daddy, so he'll make them feel happy and safe. You have to be a little more authoritative, honey. Okay? Okay. We kiss and make up. Tomorrow's our 3rd birthday. Can you believe it? My mom was like, yes, I can believe it. It's been that long. I thank God every morning to get to see my beautiful girls. And he's smiling down at you. My mom said, and he's smiling down at you. I've been distracted, Mom. I haven't been myself since that night. I know, honey. I hug her. What if I can't transform again? You're gonna have to. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's only with people that have darkness in their hearts. Not you, my dear. We had built a house outside of the village outskirts. I constructed it myself, with Patrick's help, of course. So I just made Patrick do everything. But I helped decorate a little bit. And I hug her and say, I tell her in Spanish. No, I tell her, will everything be okay, Mother? Yes, my love, everything will be fine. Not to worry. And suddenly, McTaggart and a group of the Fallen Angel unit arrived. McTaggart! Is this really you? You saw me. You saw right through me, didn't you? Yes, I did. And now, I shall jam my foot up your ass and finish you off. Let's do it. I get into a fighting stance. Mom, I know, honey. Get the kids to safety. I punch, I jump, and I throw in a punch in a flash. Shit. My fighting had improved significantly. I took down 4 of his guards with one single assault combination. I jumped to the ground, bent my leg, and thrust it upwards. Kicked him right in the chin. Then I grabbed him by the stomach and suplexed him to the ground. Bok! He banged his head. You think that was the end? Black scorpion venom. He drank it and became even more powerful. Quinn helps out. She jumps, kicks him in the nether area, and breaks his arm. Ah! Quinn and I break both his arms, his legs, and Quinn snaps his neck in a flash. Ugh. Somehow he was still alive. You're like a damn whack-a-mole, Patrick exclaimed. Tell me that. He took a serum to reheal his neck. Oh, that is just OP bullcrap right there. I grab him by the collar, and Quinn tells him, "You send a message to Schroeder and tell him we are going to come for him for everything that he's got, and he will never survive." And Quinn killed the other guard swiftly and let him leave. I throw him into his jeep, and he drives away with the tail between his legs. Suddenly, it was the next morning. The twins' birthday was about to start. I had woken up early and prepared myself. I exercised, showered, had breakfast, and got ready. And suddenly, I opened the door to my daughter's bedroom, and me and my wife sing happy birthday to them. They jump in our arms and give us a hug and kiss each. My beautiful little girls, I say, I'm very lucky to be your dad. We love you, they said, hugging me, giving me a kiss on both cheeks. I kissed their foreheads and we step out. What do you say to your mother? Their mother had prepared a nice gift. She was still a rich daddy's girl herself, so Quinn created something for them. It was a let's see. It was a makeshift pony, one of those wooden ponies. But this one wasn't wood; it was titanium. She built it, and it was like a little rocking horse. Wow, this is amazing! Yes, this is amazing. Thank you, lady. Thank you, sweeties. I'm glad you enjoyed. Thank you, honey. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I have a present for you too later. I have a few presents for you, and so does your Uncle Patrick. But I did manage to get one of them right now. Holy crap, guys, I think I just whistled. I whistled. I'm like, where is it? Patrick, you nincompoop, help me! Oh, sorry. We bring him closer. And it's a puppy. Sorry, Pumpkin. Sorry, babe. I said to her. She smiled, rolled her eyes, and gave me a kiss. We'll discuss this later. Yes, ma'am. And then suddenly, Mr. McCragger's, not McCragger, Mr. Mellison's puppy, a dog had puppies of her own. So I was able to pick one. What did you have to give him? She said, in order to get a puppy. Four of your cherry desserts and some beet juice. I'll get started on that later. We kiss again. And then we go have a nice time, give him breakfast, Audrey was kind of concerned about the village animals because they would sometimes get rough. I told her to stay behind me and she grabs my leg. She wraps her arms around my leg. Honey bunches. I pick her up. Alyssa, what's wrong? She stayed silent. Audrey had her arms around my neck. Do you want me to pick you up too, sweetie? Is that what you want? She looks at me. Yes. Yes. I pick her up. Okay, my big girl. Honey, she's like, honey. Quinn's like, honey. And my mom's like, babe. Yes, mom. Yes, my love. You have to make them walk from time to time. They're so used to having you do everything for them. They wash their own hair. Yes, they do. You were right about that. I'll let it go this time, she said. And we walked some more. We had some cake with the village people. The people in the village, and Dylan, of course. Wait, not Dylan. Patrick. Patrick? Oh, wait. Wait till you see what your dad and I got you, girls. You're gonna love them. Seamstress. A seamstress. Did you just say seamstress? Yeah. It's seamstress. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, brother. Seamstress. Seamstress Caroline? Oh, yes, dearie. Here I come. The top of the line princess dresses for your princesses. Here's your fee. Here's your fee for the dresses, for the fabric and everything. Oh no, dearie. You keep it to yourself. Are you sure? These were top of the line. It's quite all right. I do enjoy their company with their mother. How are you, Queen? My dear? I'm fine. She's like, I'm fine. How are you? I'm wonderful, dear. I do what I do. Thank you, Mrs. Caroline, she said. I said, thank you, Miss Seamstress. Oh, please, dear, what have I told you? Call me Caroline. They hug. And suddenly, an unexpected visitor had arrived. Little did I know, this was the beginning of a whole new set of problems and a whole new set of despair. End of chapter 1. Guys, thank you so much. I love making these, and I'm going to continue to make these as much as I can. And be ready for next Thursday when I release the second chapter, and you will be blown away by what happens next. This is Ty the Movie Guide signing off.